zookeeper that's going to tell us a little bit of fun things about them, and I'm so glad that they've joined us. They might have a treat or two in her hand, so that's why they're interested, but I'm so glad they're here. So the first book we're going to read is called The Too Tall Giraffe. Has anybody ever read this? Have you heard of it? Who likes giraffes? Oh, they're like my favorite. Did you know, and I'm not going to give away all your secrets, but did you know their spots are like our fingerprints? The giraffes don't have the same spots, even though to us it looks like that. That's kind of cool, isn't it? All right, let's get started with our story. And this is about the Too Tall Giraffe. Savannah eagerly packed her bag for the first day of school in her new neighborhood in Kenya. She was so excited and couldn't remember where she left the acacia leaves she had gathered. Are those your leaves on your mat? Can you guys see that? That's kind of cool. Okay. So then Savannah whistled goodbye to her brother Forrest and paced to school with her mom and dad. When Savannah reached the classroom, she smiled down on her new classmates, Henry, Dawn, and Addison. They didn't smile back. Instead, they whispered about her. Did you see how tall she is? Giraffe calves aren't that tall. Do you think Mrs. Branch is tricking us? Forrest, stay small like giraffes in this neighborhood. Well, how do I do that? After school, Savannah told her brother about her day. She confessed to him how the other calves said she was too tall to be in her class. Savannah's mom wanted her to cheer up, so she asked her for help hanging some pictures in their living room. Savannah suggested they hang the photos low so Forrest, her brother, could help them too. Good idea. Giraffes come in different sizes. It helps us share all of the leaves. Did you know giraffes eat leaves in the trees? Okay, good. Just making sure we're all on the same page. Savannah tried to play with her classmates, but they weren't being very nice. She liked pretending she was different from all the other animals when she played her favorite game, sticks. You're too tall to play sticks. Well, I don't want to play Too Tall Giraffe. Too Tall Giraffe? During recess, Santa asked a quiet giraffe to play, but he wouldn't play either. Maybe I can help you with your homework instead. You're too tall to see all of my notes. Do you think they're being very nice to Savannah? I don't think so. You're too tall. I can't climb up. At home, Savannah tried to play with her brothers. She told him to climb on her back, and she would give him a ride around the yard. So there he is. Mom brought a stool to help Forrest climb onto Savannah's back. She once felt again sad that she was too tall and didn't want to play anymore. I'm tired. I better go do my homework. We'll have to play later. The next morning, Savannah was not in the mood to learn about the school's most important topic, lions. She didn't even want to answer when Mrs. Branch asked the class which animal is the most dangerous to giraffes. Hyenas, someone said. Leopards, someone else said. Mrs. Branch happily hummed at Savannah's correct answer. Savannah was the only one that gave the correct answer, and she was so happy until the other calves accused her of cheating. Lions? She can probably see the answer with her long neck. He is pretty tall, right? Do y'all like lions? You don't? Oh, they're so cool. They're right around the corner, too. The next morning, Savannah was very sad about how the other giraffes treated her. She didn't want to go to school anymore and told her mom she didn't feel well. You don't have a temperature, she said. You'll be great looking protecting all your friends at school. She said, what friends? Savannah pretended to be sick until her mom took her to see Dr. Leaf. He couldn't find anything wrong with her and asked her to snort for him. She wasn't excited when Dr. Leaf told her she had the strongest snort he had ever heard. Mrs. Branch whistled when Savannah joined the class. She offered to review the missed lesson about lions after school. Lions mean danger. What should you do if you hear or see a lion? You should give a warning snort and run. Her throat was probably sore because it was so long. I still don't believe she's a calf, her friends said. One day while walking to school, Savannah observed something lurking in the grass. She asked the other giraffes if they had seen it, but they weren't tall enough to see over the fence. Before lunch, Mrs. Branch announced there were lions in the area and they would need to eat in a different yard. So she canceled recess, which angered the class. Well, I didn't see any lions. No recess. I was going to be a rhino when we played sticks. At lunch, Savannah rushed to the greenest, tastiest looking leaves and began eating. After a few bites, she noticed the other giraffes couldn't reach the leaves in the trees. Well, I'm hungry. Stick your tongue out more. I'm doing the best I can. After watching the others for a few minutes, Savannah knew what she had to do. Even though the other calves were mean to her, she dropped some leaves for them to eat. Oh, thank you. Thanks, said the other giraffes. A noise from outside the yard interrupted the eating of the giraffes. Savannah looked over the fence and saw the scariest lion ever. Even though she was scared, Savannah remembered Mrs. Branch's lessons about lions. She let out the loudest snort she could muster, and to alert the other giraffes, she started snorting even louder of the danger. When they saw how scared she was, they galloped away. Savannah galloped home as fast as she could, worried she hadn't snorted right. Savannah told her mom what happened at school and how worried she was that one of the calves had gotten hurt. We'll find out tomorrow when they come to your birthday party. Well, none of them are going to come now. The next day, Savannah turned 4. She prepared to spend the day with her family, worried about her classmates. But one by one, the calves from her class, showed up at her house for the party. Hey, Savannah, thanks for saving us from the lions yesterday. We're so lucky that you're so tall and you could see the lions. Happy birthday, Savannah. You're the best. Isn't that kind of cool? That's the end of the story. Do you think Savannah, even though she was really tall like Benjamin and Akela, do you think that she saved all the other giraffes from the danger? Yeah, she did, didn't she? Well, I wanted to say thank you guys for listening to our story today. And now we have a zookeeper chat about our giraffes.